Hello, good evening everyone. This is C. Aditya Kiran. In this short video, I just want to share my views on the basic skill set required for a modern day CFO. It's not an academical, it's most of a practical oriented views, not based on academics. Okay, right. So the first and foremost thing which the young finance professionals, which the upcoming CFOs or few CFO aspirants, the first basic thing they need to understand is that they need to remember is that a finance professional has to understand the operations as much as he understands the financial models or financial tools. Okay, a finance professional should understand the operations of an entity as much as he understands the finance tools or financial models. Earlier, when a production manager or when a marketing manager approaches the CFO for funds, CFO used to approach the capital markets or CFO used to went to the bank for raising the funds. Now it is not the case. Now it is not the case that whenever now it is not the case that anybody approaches the funds and CFO is dispersing the funds. No, if any division or department of the organization approaches the CFO for funds, the first task of the CFO is to visit that division, understand how that division functions, whether the requested funds are needed, whether they can make effective use of the funds if provided. So you have to understand all these things. Just because your production manager requests for a 10 crores, don't apply for bank loan and give it the 10 crores. Go to the factory and understand what is the problem with the existing machinery. Why you want to import a new machinery? So to what extent the new machinery is going to improve your sales and the new machinery is going to improve your profitability. Okay, so where to procure the best machinery, and how to make best use of the machinery. You have to understand all these operations. Don't say that, sir, I am a finance professional. Why should I break my head into the engineering things? No, you are a finance professional. You are going to provide the funds. Therefore, we have to ensure that our funds is utilized productively. That is first important. So this many of the CFOs are doing. They are trying to understand the organizational operations, whether it be product production or marketing or research, etc. So many of the modern day CFOs are doing that. But some CFOs are lagging the other way around. The communication should be two ways. Here the communication should be two way. One way, the finance professional has to understand the business operations. There does not end the story. The remaining part of the story is that the finance professional has to let the other operations understand the finance operation. So ensure that you enlighten your all of your divisions, so that they will understand the financial impact of their day-to-day actions or their decisions or their day-to-day behavior. Okay, enlighten every department about the financial impact of their decisions and actions. Enlighten every department about the financial impact of their decisions. This is the part which some of the CFOs are missing. So CFOs are doing only half of the way. That means they are trying to understand all operations of the organization, but some CFOs are not doing the second part, enlightening all other operations, the financial impact of their decisions. Therefore, communication should be two-way round. Finance professional has to understand the operations, and finance professional has to teach the financials to the operational people. Okay, ensure that your operational people understand the financial impact of their day-to-day decisions, so that you will save our time, so that we will spend less time with the operational departments to teach what is finance. Okay, right. That is the first point. Two-way communication, understand the operations and let the operations understand the finance. Next, number crunching. So CFO should be able to recollect the important financial figures in fingertips. So like bank balances, what is our aggregate bank balances, what is our liabilities in the coming next 1 week or coming next 1 month. So all these figures, what is our top line, what is our bottom line. So some of the important financial figures, you need to internalize the figures. Every time you need not open the laptop and see what is the sales, what is the bank balance, etc. Some figures you should be able to recollect immediately. Number crunching is very, very important. You should be comfortable with the numbers. And the most important thing is, third point is that making excessive use of technology. Understand, technology is a double-edged sword. No doubt, technology simplifies the complicated things, but at the same time, technology also complicates the simple things. We should know when to use the technology and to what extent to use the technology. So technology has the drawback of complicating the simple truths. Technology has the drawback of complicating the simple truths. Our confidence should not, complexity should not be the reason for our confidence. Complexity should not be the reason for our confidence. Just because your financial model is complex, it doesn't mean that you are certain about the future. Just because our financial model is complex, it doesn't mean that our future is certain. Okay, so don't make simple things complicated. So make better use of the technology. Understand? So always be cautious about the double-edged future of a technology. It makes complicated things simple, and at the same time, it also makes simple things very complicated. So therefore, reasonable use of technology, don't making simple things complicated just because the technology is available. Just because the technology is available, it is not a wise thing to make the simple things complicated. Okay, that is what the point. Next, the most important point is that balancing when to be aggressive and when to be conservative, when to cross the borderline of the conservative and when to enter the ground of aggressive approach. Okay, balance the cage and fly. Balance the cage and fly. When a chief financial officer should know when to keep his organization in the cage and when to let his organization fly. Okay, just because our competitor has ventured into a new business, it is not a wise thing for us to venture into new business. Imitation is a limitation. Imitation is a limitation. Just because our competitor has ventured into some other new business, it is not a wise thing for us also to venture into new business. Know our capabilities, know our strengths, know our vision. Based on that, take a decision. Not because your competitor has taken a decision. Most of the cases, CFOs are aggressive without understanding their organization strength. They are unnecessarily taking the risk, maybe just because of competitor or maybe just to increase the market share. No. So if your organization is not yet mature, don't take aggressive approach. Don't take aggressive approach. And if your organization is matured enough, don't keep idle. Don't keep your capacity idle. Yes, go to the world and exploit the opportunities. You should know the balance. You should know the balance. When to keep our organization in the nest and when to let our organization fly. So balance these two. Balance the conservative and the aggressive approach. And finally, ensure that everything you make is sustainable. So we want sustainable stretch. We want sustainable stretch. So this is applicable not only to the core finance function, it applies to every aspect of life. Our today's stretch should not result into tomorrow's stress. Take the stretch to a reasonable extent. Optimum utilization. That is the dangerous word. According to my personal opinion, that is the dangerous word, should be removed from the corporate dictionary. Optimum utilization of everything. Go and ask which doctor on the earth will suggest eating 100% of your stomach is healthy. No doctor in the earth will suggest eating 100% of your stomach makes you healthy. No, you have to keep some ideas. Similarly, utilizing your fullest potential, don't leaving any room for space. It's not a wise thing. It will not be sustainable. So just always remember, eating 100%, filling our stomach 100% is not going to make us healthy. Keeping our stomach 100% full is not going to make us healthy. Similarly, utilizing our resources, whether it is material, machinery resources or human resources or financial resources, utilizing 100% is not going to make sustainable. We have to utilize only 80 to 90%. Don't strive to utilize 100% or 110% of that. Most of the extreme cases. So ensure that our today's stretch should not result into tomorrow's stress. Never fill your stomach with 100% food. Okay, leave some space. Similarly, never utilize 100% of your assets. Keep some space. Okay, thank you.